Let's break it down from the very top.
All right, there's quite a lot to cover. So the first meeting we had, we announced that wanted to progress Babylon forward in your absences, obviously. And one of the things we did for that was
can we not use like the words we, they? Can we be specific, detailed?
Yeah, so I'm going to say we when it was collaborative with him, and I'm going to stop using we when he was no longer a part of it. Skipper.
Okay.
So at this point, he is still involved, and then I will stop using we when he is no longer involved. So at this first meeting he was a part of on Thursday, we announced that we wanted every single Babylonian to come up with ideas on how to push Babylon forward, whether it was for the job they were working in, Babylon as a whole, or like a passion project. And that the next day, so in 24 hours on Friday, we'd be coming around and gathering this information from all of them to see if they actually have vision for what it's meant to be. Now,
hold on.
24 hours,
you're gonna gather what?
The ideas.
Okay.
Because we told them to, yes. So 24 hours passes, I wake up, there's like 2 people around, Skipper's no longer around at this point. I get really frustrated because there's 2 people around on the day that I asked everybody to have their ideas by. And they sat in that meeting when I said this.
Okay, we can't penalize people for not being around.
Clark told me that they wouldn't be around. So I'm frustrated. Over time on Friday, a few more people came around. By the meeting, there was like maybe 5 to 7 people. Those people did have ideas and brought them up. Clevin started a lottery, a Babylonian lottery. We had
Clevin, the merchant guy, right?
Yeah, Clevin actually was on his shit.
He's a good guy.
On this, yeah, this past week, very much on his shit. Answered all the questions I needed answered. Put in a lot of work. Had lots of good ideas. Had a minor slip up where he went on the mic and basically said "F the militia" in a deep voice. And has a full incident log of problems that he has with the militia.
Yeah, how about you take that log and then wipe your ass with it and throw it in the water. Continue.
Okay. The Eagles, so Queenie and Clark, held a relay race training course from Shamash Isle to the fishing village, the one that the pirates are expanding, and back, and then gave kind of little medallions to the people that did it past a certain point of time. Speedy did a scavenger hunt for gold bars that he obtained through trading, and this was to push Babylari back through the economy, he said. And then if they found a gold bar, they would come up to, this was on Thursday, so Skipper was still here. They would come up to Skipper and I and Speedy, and then we would give them a question related to trivia for Babylon, and then they would give the gold bar. If they got it right, they would get 2 Babylari from Speedy. So he fully funded that.
Okay.
He also texted me and said, I did my homework and I gave Skipper my ideas through text, but I'm very sick, so I'm not going to be around. That was on Friday. Unfortunately, obviously, Skipper has not been around, so I didn't get those. But he put effort in and told me he wouldn't be there, so that was nice.
Skipper, what the fuck?
We have 3 new recruits through Eliza, doing a bunch of recruiting over the past few days. Yeah, okay. Marvin is an old man who wants to put on theater productions, plays, and did a bunch of questioning everybody. Oh, he's just real quick. He's going to do them based off your short story parables, I believe, from the library.
Okay.
Tic Tac.
No, fuck no.
Who the fuck is Tic Tac?
How'd you allow that to happen?
He's like here right now.
How would you allow that to happen?
Is that the Big Mac guy?
How would you allow that to fucking happen?
Here. You want me to cut this?
Okay. Let's give OTT some fucking credit. Tic Tac?
I don't know either of them well enough to give either of them credit from their past.
He's gone.
What do you mean?
He's gone. You're getting rid of him today.
Okay, I'll tell him.
Who else?
Scotty.
Scotty who?
Scotty Bard.
Yeah.
Oh, the one guy? All right, solid. Tic Tac, get him the fuck out of here.
His interview was dog shit, Scotty's. But I think based on his past with the prison and the passion that was seen putting into that, they gave him a chance. But he's heavily being watched right now. And he's gone for a week, by the way. Eliza's basically going to keep an eye on him. But he's gone for a week. He'll be back in a week. And I think he said he had interest in doing therapist stuff, but he is not set on a role as of yet.
Okay.
We have quite a few new books in the library. Lucian's been writing a ton. We have interest from Jeff, from Jesus, from Lucian for the church that we want to build for the Stormlord stuff.
Interest in what way? What does that mean?
Jesus wants to do sermons there. Lucian wants to make the economy or the Babylari more centered around the old parable you told about how the Babylari in Old Babylon was created. So have it with Merchants Guild, the church, and the Marduk, so the crown, able to give ways for people to make Babylari. So like sending people out on certain like spiritual missions through the church to obtain Babylari. And
how long has Tic Tac been here?
Like a day, 24 hours.
Good. Great.
Maybe a bit less.
Right.
Okay. And Jeff wants to do walks to the Ashen Tree every week, like once a week, and hold like sermons there.
Who? Lucian?
Jeff.
What the fuck is Jeff? Who's Jeff?
Chrome mechanic. What do you mean?
Oh, that Jeff. Okay.
Yeah. Ex-arsonist.
Right.
Anya and Ken Sama are now owning and running Ratatouille, although I will say haven't seen Ken for ages. So it's basically just Anya. She's been doing great. She's been around fairly consistently. She also is interested in making a farm with animals, if that is a possibility. And she has been gardening with Tad, who has been also around consistently. Tad is that new guy under Eliza who helps with recruitment and is also a pacifist. Bazin, oh God. Bazin has been doing, or is interested in doing a prison thing that he said he spoke to you guys about already.
Yeah, it's in work in progress right now with the construction.
Yeah. There was a minor issue where I crashed out on him. It was deserved though. He, in his words, made a joke to Apple and Dev. Dev reported this to me, where he said that he does literally nothing around here and is too lazy to do contracts. And then I yelled at him in front of a bunch of people, and then he apologized later. So that's Bazin.
Okay.
We have the pirates, fucking insanely amazing. They are the best. I've spent some time bridging the gap with them. They had a bunch of issues with not having proper information relayed to them because they have no method of being around during the morning. Now, I will say Rusty and Artemis and sometimes Sunny have been around occasionally during this time, but it is hard for them to be. So they had issues with getting vehicles. They had issues with a bunch of questions that they couldn't get answered. The way we fixed that is now Artemis and I have a book that we pass back and forth through the library because she works at the library now, in which she's written down a bunch of questions. I've answered them and also spent a bit more time with the pirates as well. She and I are working on the book club. I have a book for that if you want to see it, or it can wait till after this spiel. Jesus wrote a book. Lucian's wrote 3 books. Oh, Artemis is also creating a better onboarding book because she has noticed how not in the know they were during the time that, they spent alone.
Okay.
They also are looking for some sort of possibility to have somebody that works at the Merchants Guild around during their time.
Yeah.
But obviously we don't have too many people.
Yeah, that could be easily solved. I would love to have one of them work for the Merchant Guild during the night.
Yes. Sunny works at the bank now with Apple. Artemis obviously works with me at the library. Rusty is doing a lot of the shipbuilding stuff. Brody actually just created a book. I hope he gets to show it to you guys. Pirate. Everybody I'm listening right now is Pirate.
The Skeleton Crew.
Yeah, Skeleton Crew. They call themselves Night Crew now, I believe. Brody worked on a book for the Pirates. It is super, super good. Insanely creative. Loved it. Hope they get to show that to you. Jesus wants to do brewery stuff. He was gone for a long while, but just recently started coming back and has been working pretty hard since he has. He says that he's in talks with you, Sab, about construction for that. Whether that's true or not, I don't know.
We're working on the tavern, yeah.
Yes. Paulie has not been around. Saw him one time. He said he wanted to work with Jesus, but they haven't even had a conversation. Haven't seen him outside of that. Yeah, stupid zombie attacks every day. We found a way to combat that, and that's basically a non-issue now. Oh, we created a phone book with Eliza. That's now sat in the library. So if you don't have anybody's number, you can just go in there.
Whose idea was this?
It was my idea, but Eliza had already been doing it. So
is my name on that book?
Your name is in that book. Yeah.
You have 2 minutes to go remove it right now. You're exiled.
Okay, I'll get that out.
The fuck is that?
Brody book thing was awesome. Sunny works at the bank. She also does the recycling initiative. I think you know all about that. She brings all the recycling over there, sorts through it, gets a bunch of materials.
Yep.
Okay, the militia. Okay.
Oh God,
I think that we may have different ideas on what the militia is meant to be, and I don't know what was. So the first issue came because Andy came up to me, Andy Coots, who by the way I have not seen since Thursday, and she said that she was being asked to prioritize the militia over Chrome work. I said I'll talk to the militia about that. She said no, I'll do it myself. So she had a conversation with them. Then the militia came to me and complained about that. I said, if it is past a certain threat level, I don't mind you guys pulling the militia to whatever you need. But if we have no threats, I want the people that work at their jobs they already had, especially if they're drafted into this, to be able to continue that work so that other places don't suffer. They told me that you had told them directly opposite, but I said that that's how I wanted it. So sorry about that. Then basically throughout the course of the next few days, I didn't see them Saturday or Sunday. I didn't see them Friday. Yesterday, I really had many conversations with them trying to get some more protocols in place. They said that, or more so, Harry said that they didn't want SOPs. They didn't want to be like the police. They didn't want to have like any sort of protocols like that. They thought they were meant to be more of like a group to be almost, I don't want to say feared, but like have more control than.
Rewind that. Harry said what?
Said that he didn't want to be like the police and have like SOPs.
Okay, so what does he want?
I suggested, that's what I said. I said, listen, when you have people that don't know what to do in certain scenarios, like you need to have at least some sort of set shit out for people to do.
Rank and file, right?
So I wanted them to write stuff out. Luch said he had been writing stuff out, so I asked to see his book. He showed it to me, and to be fair, this shit that I saw he wrote down was the exact shit I'd been asking for. So I was confused on why when I asked 3 different people that day what the protocols on certain things were, there was a different answer for each one.
Oh my God.
The progress we made by the end of that day was that everybody knew to go to the range if you're not militia during an attack, a non-bombing attack, and that the militia would handle it. Now, they have performed several tests by like going undercover as a lost member or sneaking up, blacked out on a boat and stuff, all things that they asked if they could do. I said yes. But, I mean, I just kept trying to get protocols in place. I just kept asking for some sort of like, please announce to the public, announce to the militia, different protocols you have outside of just everybody go to the range. I even suggest like code systems for like where we should go during different situations so that we don't announce our plan to the world. I don't know. It's been a constant struggle with them. And then they just
struggle. Why? Like why are you struggling with them?
I just feel like they're not making progress in the way that I think progress should be made. Their progress to them is testing by like sneaking in and stuff, but I think that they need to be training first before the tests. I think they need protocol, then train people on it, then test, not test.
Yeah. The fact that it's boot camp style where they're trying to get people built up from the ground up is concerning too.
I'm also curious as to what is going on with this fucking MC. Like, why can the MC not be a part of the militia?
Part don't want too many overlapping people doing 60 things at once, like Andy.
Okay, but that's already the entire problem with the militia. Like, they don't have people, and that's their main complaint to me. And I said, just like, you don't need people to make protocols, like to make things that
they're just making excuses
to get done, right?
100%.
But like, I also think there's people in that MC that they said they lost multiple people to that.
Yeah, because Arush is a better leader and does a better job. Like, why would people want to stay with people who have no idea what the fuck they're doing?
Are the MC gonna protect us?
Yes.
Oh, they are. Babylon. Because I haven't.
Are they? What do you mean yes? Why the fuck are you even answering that question, Seb? Are you Lamar Duke? You fucking idiot? Or are you here to be a fly on the wall? So shut your fucking mouth. Shut your fucking mouth, boy. The motorcycle club ain't protecting nobody. Let's set one thing straight right now. They ain't protecting nobody. It's some dog shit ass club Arush made. This ain't no militia that he's gonna use to fucking obtain power and take over.
Okay. Well, currently the militia is like fucking Tad, who's a pacifist, and also I'm pretty sure doesn't have a gun. Andy, who I haven't seen since Thursday, who is needed at Chrome. Bazin, who is Bazin, and then Harry and Luch, and then I guess
that is the militia.
As well. Yeah, Bazin's in the militia.
No, but that's the entirety of the militia.
That's the people that I've seen around.
What about OTT? I thought OTT was in that shit.
I don't think he is.
Wow.
I saw him briefly when the militia was doing a test outside of the walls with Queenie. They called Delver and told Delver to hold it down, and he then summoned OTT to help him hold it down. Delver's been pretty good. He's working on like a task giving role, sort of, in the way he does it.
Delver's absolutely useless. He hasn't done fuck all since he's been here.
Okay, well, I've given him another job. So originally Project Winter, I was like, what the fuck is going on with that? Because I haven't heard or seen anything from it in ages, and that's like super important. So then I asked around, and Gigi has the books. Now Sophia and Gigi and Artemis are going to be working on that with Delver as well. Now Gigi is going to meet with all of them today and get it set up so that people are able to work on that through a contract system while these people aren't around, because that was the issue, right? Somebody that wasn't around at all had all of the books and all the information, and nobody could do anything about that. So that's how that's going to be working now.
Okay.
That's all I can think of on the Babylon front right now. Oh, and then fucking Pred has some weird ass shit going on in Grapeseed that he wants to talk to you about. Basically just wants manual labor from Babylon in exchange for gold, oil, a plot of land, and any materials found on the land.
Okay.
Oh, and Brian Knight tried to talk to me. He talked to Eliza one-on-one and mentioned a bunch of shit.
About what?
Like asking a bunch of questions about Epsilon, about the Faceless, I think, about cameras. He said he wants to talk to you and Skipper. He said he wants to talk to you and Skipper and me.
Okay. What else?
The Charlie was up on that hill, was talking to Eliza in some red ass speedo van. Then he was also here this morning in a boat out there. That's all I can think of right now. Oh, Andrew, Andy, the like mad scientist vibes guy. He and I had a bit of a chat because a lot of people were kind of ostracizing him. I think he was really fucking weird and didn't want to do like have him do medical on them and stuff like that. I thought we were no longer working with Cuba. Is that not true? Right? We are still working with Cuba, Seb? Currently we're building stuff over there.
The decision's yours. You make the decision while we're gone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, do we have construction in the works over there with them?
Oh, we already did previously.
Okay. All right. I don't truly understand maybe the that connection over there. My concern is that the people were getting off vibes from Andrew because he was never seen around here, and was always either working in fucking Cuba or he was off doing random experiments on Cassidy Trail. However, after that conversation I had where I basically said, you know, yes, other people should be including you, but it's also a responsibility on yourself to include yourself. He has been much better with kind of putting himself into situations with people, going on contracts with people. He literally made announcements on the microphone saying, does anybody want to come on this with me? And is integrated further. So that's a good thing to see. I think Queenie fucking hates him though and is losing her mind over him.
It's not funny with each other in chat, dumbass. The fuck y'all doing in chat right now?
There's a weird, like, gray area on stuff we are stealing right now. Like.
Okay, meaning what?
Okay, so you know how you said you wanted a Diet Coke?
Yeah.
So if you had put a contract in for stealing a soda machine for Ratatouille, and then people were like, well, this seems really outside foodie. And then she was like, no, we're actually doing this to break it down and build it back up. Like figure out how we can build it ourselves. And she's like, I will make sure to write that more clearly in the book. So that ended up being fine after all that. But for some reason, I had 7 conversations about a fucking soda machine.
Okay, so you told me a problem that you have already resolved. Why?
Oh, I thought you wanted to hear like my experience, not just problems that are still going.
No, we're at the problems and the drama part right now.
Problems and drama. Main problems, I would say, the economy seems to be a bit fucky right now, but I think that's people not creating Babylari for themselves, not creating a method of creating Babylari for themselves. Like, for example, Clark, because he is now in the militia, feels as if, and the Eagles and fucking medical, feels as if he doesn't have time to be doing contracts, which is his quote-unquote only source of Babylari. So he either has to choose to take time away from one of those to do contracts to make enough to eat, or they need to be funded. And I said, I can think about funding the militia, but it needs to get to a place where I feel it has any potential to be funded.
Yeah.
The pirates at night struggled with having any vehicles. I told Jeff to put out a book with rentals. He was able. He didn't do that because he didn't have Andy there to communicate with. But we solved that problem today. Hold on, I had a list of problems. Let me see if any of them are still active. Oh, also on top of the church thing, AC mentioned that he thinks we should have like a whole new. This is kind of obvious, but a whole new like system for the church that is very far away from Sebas, like re-cleaning the holy garments and no longer walking to the same place because it was under the traitor Sebas. Oh, a problem, yes. Delver is sick, which who cares, right? But he is using up massive amounts of medical supplies that we just cannot continue to afford because of that.
Okay.
Because he goes through them like crazy every day. So he said that there was a plan with Sab that kind of got pushed to the side after a while to like do some fucking crazy ass spice shit to save him from his sickness. And I said I would try and push this into a priority so that we're not expending 40 bandages a day on him.
Okay.
Oh, so the pirates are paying out for resources to build the boat they're building, but they're not getting paid in any way for that.
They should be when I buy the materials off them here shortly.
Oh, like you're gonna buy the boat?
Well, no, I'm gonna buy the materials and then we're gonna build the boat together.
Oh, okay, wait. So they're paying for
the
stuff.
Recycle the materials. They're bringing it to me. I buy the materials to recycle. Then I take the materials and I try to build a boat with it.
Can you speak up, buddy?
So they recycle the material. I take the material, they recycle, I buy off them, and I take that material and we try to use it to build a boat. They work at the dock so they can help me build a boat and learn how to build the boats. And that way it could be something I could pass on to them eventually. And that could be their business of making Babylari.
Yes, but they're not only
Dude, I want to RP this out with Skipper if he has some shit going on IRL.
Sunny is recycling. Like they're putting out contracts for their boat that they're paying for.
They should be going through the merchant guild. They should not be doing that.
Yeah, like that's how they're doing it. They're putting out contracts to the Merchants Guild to get materials to build the boat.
I see. Okay, I'll talk to them afterwards and see what's going on.
Okay. Oh,
all
trading.
Right, what else?
Trading is a big one. You know, at the meeting before you left, Sab, you said that the Merchants Guild was going to have kind of more clear-cut, defined worth and value of everything. That is a question that's popped up a few times. I don't know what you want that to look like, and I don't want to overstep on your Merchants Guild. Like, what is the worth of one Babylari? What do we want to have a standard set for
We don't
that?
trade it for cash.
So we should never be handing out Babylari.
For cash? Fuck no.
No. I'm saying no. Like I'm saying, how much would you ideally get of any material for 1 Babylari, right? Because like some people are giving like fucking 4 Babylari for some things. Some people are giving 1.
So to give you an idea, like 3,000 alloy tube is like 1 Babylari on the outside.
Okay, yeah. See, I don't think that's common knowledge at all. So maybe
there's a
some
book
sort of
with all the merchant as far as our prices, and we talked to all the business about it. So I'm surprised people are still confused.
Wait, there's a book with that?
Yep.
Yeah, he broke down all his prices like week 1 of New Babylon.
I can show it to you too.
Clevin has that?
But yeah, it should be in the store. Sure, I can show it to you. We also made some minimum prices for all the businesses, so people are not selling like a rat bike or they're not selling a musket for like 1 Babylari, right?
Oh no, sorry, I'm talking like trade to the outside.
Yeah, exactly right. When people come down here for the open market, we have minimum prices of people that have to trade. That way, the Babylari is not going for cheap, and to control the outflow of Babylari going on the outside versus the Babylari that's being flowed on the inside.
Okay. Yeah, we
Once you
need
see
to
the
make
book, it'll be a
sure
lot.
everybody has some sort of copy of that information for when they go into trading, because it's been all over the place. We did not have, like, truthfully, all of this information. We did not have basically anybody on the weekend and very little people on Friday. So most of this is from Thursday and yesterday.
What else?
I think that is it for the problems outside of like just lack of people in certain areas, especially during certain times, and just finding a way to make it operable for people in those times, like especially night crew, not having like a banker, not having somebody at Chrome, not having somebody at the Merchants Guild.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's only so much we can do with that.
Yeah, there's only so many people
we are
are gonna
pushing for
have,
recruitment at night. Scotty will be somebody that will be around at night, so maybe we can utilize him a bit.
Sure.
Oh, Jeff also is having machine repairing day, or a day to repair every vehicle on Thursdays, so that he's not having to be taken away from his time to repair every single day. He also believes that the Babylonian spirit has dropped in terms of the way we used to, like comparatively to the way we used to base ourselves a bit more into the Babylon culture, I guess. And he thinks that's something that would help progress a bit more, give people a bit more motivation, and that would come with the church. That was what he said about the church. Sophia wanted to have a funeral for people that are missing.
Okay, Sophia's missing 90% of the time. We're not hosting funerals for nobody. What else?
Oh, Artemis also wants to make some alcohol for meds, to help with medicine.
Important shit.
That's pretty much it for important shit. My biggest concern is the militia, to be honest.
Okay. Has there been any sort of attacks or anything like that the militia failed to, I guess, do their job with?
Honestly, no, not really. The attacks have been, obviously they weren't around for 3 days, so like we all just hid in the library.
Zero.
Well, I mean, there's been like zombies every single day, but I didn't think you wanted me to mention that.
I don't give a fuck about a zombie.
Yeah. There's been some fucking crackhead that claims the brewery is his trailer and came in and tried to steal it, essentially. We ran into him later. He said he's gonna bring a truck in here and haul that thing away.
That sounds pretty important.
There's that guy, by the way, that crackhead who wants to steal it, when I saw him later, he was with Gato P, who might want to kill us. I don't know. Is
this a real name? What is it, a username on the internet?
I mean, it's not gonna matter to you, but it was Cassie's ex-boyfriend. So if he connected the dots, he might want to kill us.
But that's a real name?
No, I don't think that's his real name. I think that's just what people call him.
Gotcha. All right.
I mean, I've told you, like, Charlie was up on the hill multiple times. He didn't shoot, though. He just stared at Eliza and I on the Red Keep.
Okay.
And then he was there this morning in a boat. There's a giant-ass submarine in the Babylonian Sea. Giant.
Cool. Is that all right? That's not as bad as I thought it'd be, honestly.
That's it, as far as what I can think of right now.
All right, what's your take?
On everything as a whole?
Yeah.
I think that people listened a lot more than I thought they would, and now this is all subject to the people that were around.
Yeah, I never care about people who aren't around.
Okay, well, Friday, Saturday, Sunday was abysmal, but every other day, like, people listened far more than I thought they would. I think Harry and Luciano are probably a bit frustrated with me at this point, with just how much I've been getting after them with the militia thing. I think that spirits were pretty high. Progress went pretty well with what we were able to do with the little people we had. I think problems that came up were solved pretty well. I think that the pirates are kind of like the shining star in all of this.
I think people hyper-focus too much on how many people are around sometimes.
Clevin has been super helpful as well. Tad actually as well. Eliza's always insanely helpful. I think the recruiting is very necessary right now. Yeah, I mean, I think just, I do see why you lose your mind sometimes a little bit.
I mean, that's part of being leader. What do we do about Skipper?
I think we have to figure out where the fuck he went and why he left and go from there.
But he hasn't helped you at all.
Not since Thursday.
I just don't understand, like, what the fuck's going on with Skip. That's all.
I don't know. I don't know. I wish I knew. Trust me. I don't know.
All right. So how the fuck did Tic Tac get recruited? Like, who? There's no way Eliza got bamboozled by this guy.
Basically the premise was everything. We give people the chance. I guess I don't understand the cutoff for recruitment here.
Okay, who accepted him? Because now it sounded like you were the one that recruited him. Who recruited Tic Tac?
No. I was in for the interview, but she does all the recruiting.
Okay, so how did he? On what basis did you guys accept him on?
He had a good interview. He had a good application.
Okay, based on what?
His answers.
Yeah, no shit. His answers. Like, well, what were his answers? No shit.
Okay. One question I asked, I said, "Can you leave an ego at the door?" And he said that is something he's had in the past and plans to leave behind.
So that's all it took to impress the Marduk.
To be honest with you, Lang, like, I'm not really all in on recruiting here. I mean, Scotty, to be honest with you, like, I got scared off from even voting yes for Scotty. But he's here. Like, that is my take on recruitment. I'm not going to oversee that necessarily. Eliza has brought in people I would not think were going to do well, and they've been doing well. So who am I to tell her that she's not doing a good job?
Look at the Marduk. That's who you are.
Okay, yeah, sure. And my decision is that I trust Eliza in recruiting.
Okay. So you will exile Tic Tac today then?
Sure, I will do that. You want me to do it right now? I'll do it right now.
No, we'll do it later. All right. Once Skipper's around, I'll deal with him.
Oh, also, Marlo and some people I don't know came to the front gate, wanted to do a fucking documentary about people's lives in Babylon.
Marlo.
If it was anybody but Marlo, I'd say yes, but fuck Marlo.
That's what I said to Eliza.
Yeah, fuck Marlo.
Okay, so you're back now, right?
Unfortunately, yes. I have returned.
Oh, one more thing that I just learned about today. A bunch of people escaped prison, came here saying that AC told them that they could stay here if they got out of prison. And then the police followed in after them and apprehended all of them. And AC came up to me and was like, I did not say that to them. If anything, I talked to Eliza about it and said that if
well, how many escaped?
Like 3 or something, I think.
Damn, all right.
Damn.
But they got caught. But
Jesus.
he just clarified that is not the wording he used.
Okay, I mean, it doesn't really seem like much has happened. All right. What have you led as the Marduk? Like, have you led anything? You started anything? Like, what are you most proud of that you've done while I was gone?
Most proud of probably bridging the gap between the pirates and the day crew, because I think that problem could have demotivated people that we so badly need here. That's probably the main thing I'm proud of. But to be honest with you, I mean, I think I did a good job.
That's good.
I am proud of my my library book, but I kind of wanted to leave that out until now because it's not really it's not Marduk related. That's just my library club, but that's what I wrote up for that. Also, Jesus wrote a story for publisher certification, and he wrote it about you and him. So just I've got that.
Go ahead and deny that and deny him as a publisher. So.
Okay. Are you sure you don't want to read it?
No, I don't give a fuck.
You don't want like an excerpt from it?
Nope. Deny it. Deny him publisher.
Okay.
I did hear some good news though.
Why is that funny? What is the joke I'm missing here?
No, it's just a book. I thought you might enjoy it. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
It's about that day you robbed the bank.
Look what we secured. Finally.
Oh, nice. Good for you, buddy. Don't give a fuck about that either. What do you mean about the day we robbed the bank? He tried to record that?
Oh yeah, he wrote every single detail down.
Is he trying to get killed?
Maybe.
All right. Anything else?
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
All right. Solid. Solid work.